all errors can be reforged into lessons. Abydon rebuilt himself from ruin. No setback is insurmountable, not even death itself, so long as the soul is dedicated to the task. Welcome everybody, welcome back to RPJames. In today's Road To Avowed lore video, we'll be talking about Abydon, his deeds, legends and cults. I highly recommend you to watch my Gods of Eora and Mythology lore video if you haven't already, so you'll have a little bit more of context. Also, while I always try to avoid as much spoilers in these videos, focusing solely on lore, in today's video there will be major spoilers from the White March DLC. So if you're still playing Pillars of Eternity, you have been warned. With that being said, who is Abydon? Abydon is the god of the forge, crafting and blacksmithing. Although his worship and patronage goes beyond that, he is a righteous god and a thoughtful one as well. We know him as the Iron Arm, the Golem, and the Smith Magran. Ideals and prayers related to him are industry, machines, golems, blacksmithing, strength, apprenticeship, hope, aspiration, and justice. We know that all of the gods of Eora are creations of the Engwithans, and as mortal creations, their ideals and fears are those the same as the Kith. When they were created, they feared their fathers, which are paradoxically their sons as well. The gods feared the Engwithans and their advancements in animancy. That is why they chose to annihilate them, in an attempt of self-preservation. Even when they vowed not to interfere in the affairs of the Kith, the plan to exterminate the Engwiths came from Ondra, who decided to throw Eora's smallest moon into the centers of the Engwithan civilization. But Abydon is a god that favors compassion over rationality. He forged a hammer in the White Forge, which will later be known as the White March, and with hope in his chest and might in his arm, he threw the hammer at the moon, causing it to shatter into meteors that landed in the ocean safe away from the Kith. However, the effort was not nearly enough. The biggest shot of the moon was still on course. Abydon, still unwilling to let innocent befall this catastrophe caused by the gods, took on himself to sacrifice his body to protect them. In one of the most romantic events in the history of Eora, Abydon stood with ironclad will in front of the meteor, which struck him right on the face, pulverizing it while his body was left to be forgotten in the ever solitude of the White March Mountains. Ondra, with regret in her heart and sorrow for the event, built a temple to honor her brother's sacrifice. We know this temple as the Abbey of the Fallen Moon, and serves the purpose of both cult to Ondra and to conceal the almighty honorable Abydon's body. The gods have always had conflicts with each other. They are imperfect beings with their own ideals, with the intention of preserving the pending from a rope peace that the gods had. Abydon was caused to lose his memory of his death by Ondra. Iron skin, tallest towers, strongest titans, these are the eyeless, forged by Abydon to have them as assistants in his arduous labor. In an attempt to wipe the evidence of his death, Ondra took him away from the blacksmith, and she uses them as her own. Murmurs, secrets, conceals. They are the keepers of this. Still, restless, the Titan god Abydon built himself a new body of metal. Although he was stripped from his memories in his heroic death, he continues his labor endlessly and tirelessly. This is the form that Abydon is mostly known for, although the eyeless still possess shards of the soul of the blacksmith, and they are able to reforge him. They will never do so, due to Ondra's will. More than prayers, Eora's people devote themselves to Abydon by craftsmanship. Abydon's will is to hope, to progress, to strive to get better. Master crafters train their apprentices in their teachings of Abydon's to always improve their trade. Progress is their banner, perfect is their philosophy. There's always room to strive for more in Abydon's cult. And one of the most important and prominent branches of worship to Abydon would be that of the Knights of the Crucible. They were previously known to be merely blacksmith guild. They were founded by Allrun Sainthead. These blacksmiths follow by the Huts the teaching of Abydon, and and they valued moth creation over destruction, although inevitably they would have to acknowledge that these two principles would always be one side of the same coin. In battle, the tides could be turned to the winning side by the marvelous and disciplined crafting of the tools of war. A sturdy and well-balanced plate armor would deflect the enemy's sword, while a sharp and strong blade would pierce and slash through the enemy's armor like flesh. They were all required to be skilled warriors enough to match their craftsmanship, and chose Abydon as their patron. Following his teachings to justice, improve, and hope, people would turn to them in times of need, and they would answer their call to protect them. Knight's smithing skill led them to be known throughout the land of the premier artisans of their craft, leading people to call any item of exquisite quality of the crucible. Their training and dedication truly came into play during the War of Defiance, locally known as Hadred's Rebellion. Odrun, knowing the importance winning this war, sent out a call. All able-bodied knights were to join the militia. They quickly proved invaluable to the cause, and they helped to turn the tide of the rebellion. This was particularly true in the Battle of Defiance Bay. Athmeth had already been lost in the previous battle, and the morale for the Deerwoodian militia was falling. With the help of the Glenfathan astrologers, the knights were able to rout the imperial forces and secure victory for the Deerwood. The New Dutch, grateful for the help and acknowledging that without the knights the Deerwood never would have survived, made a decree. The knights would be thenceforth be welcome into the Dutch's castle, becoming his official royal guard. In recent years, the crucible aspect has fallen by the wayside in favor of the knight. The requirement that the members be proficient in both smithing and martial arts has been loosened to the point that anyone can apply and is guaranteed entrance, even if they possess little or no smithing experience. This is an allegation that vehemently denied by the knights. Many knights will still bear the sigil of Abydon, even though if they wear plate armor, chainmail, leather, or clothing, they would still bear the sigil of the iron Abydon in their arm. If the blacksmith fails, the armor fails. If the armor fails, the soldier falls. Odrun Sinwood, first skill master of the Knights of the Crucible. Work hard and work well. Abydon demands only honest labor and forthright services. All errors can be reforged if your first intentions are pure. With that being said, you beautiful gamers, that would be all for today's video. Don't forget to like the video, to share the word, and tell me down in the comments below what kind of lore would you like to have on next Sunday, because like always, remember we will be having a lore video each and every single Sunday from here until we end up finishing the lore of the video, so that we can be prepared and be ready for when Avowed finally hits our consoles, PCs, or wherever you choose to like to play the game. With that being said, I'll see you beautiful gamers in the next one. Stay safe, stay awesome.